Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10.1. So this is a Wi-Fi Android tablet running Ice Cream Sandwich, Samsung's latest and greatest, just launched today, August 16th. This is the 16 gig version, priced at $499.99. There's also a 32 gig variety, priced at $549.99. Both, of course, do include the S Pen, and the idea is pretty simple. Samsung wants to change the way you interact with your tablet in a similar fashion to what Asus did with the Transformer. So as far as specs, we've got them all listed here. Of course, you have a 1280 by 800 resolution screen that is a 10.1 inch display, and it is a TFT LCD. Some of you may find that disappointing. I can't really tell you anything about quality yet, as I haven't even unboxed it. Samsung Media Hub, a feature. The quad-core processor, one of the most important things, it is Samsung's own Exynos processor, clocked at 1.4 gigahertz, so certainly a good chip to say the least. Full HD playback, not that we would expect anything less. A 5 megapixel rear camera, which does have an LED flash, even though it doesn't say that. 1.9 megapixel front-facing cam, 7,000 mAh battery, which hopefully will get you through the day, I would imagine. And then, of course, the S Pen. In terms of Wi-Fi connectivity, you do have A, B, G, and N, as it shows. Bluetooth 4.0, I'm pretty sure, so the latest version, which it should be. DivX HD support and DLNA, so a really robust feature set out of the box despite the lower res display, but it is pretty pricey. Now, one other thing before I open this, because I know this is an unboxing and you guys are, as I hit the tripod, waiting for that, you'll notice that they have placed on the seals, do not accept if seal is broken. And don't worry, I did open this already, at least just cut the seal. I didn't take it out of the box. But the point is that I give Samsung a lot of credit for doing that, because I can't tell you how many people out there I know buy things at retail stores, pick it up, think they're getting something new, and then they get home and they have an open product. But without further ado, here is the Note 10.1. So very similar in terms of packaging and at least what the tablet looks like in the box to what we saw with the previous generation of 10.1 tablet from Samsung. And everything I just told you now is pretty much what you're seeing here, except one key thing: Adobe Photoshop Touch. Also Smart Remote, I don't want to leave that out. Important because the Photoshop Touch version that's been built for this tablet has been just, exactly that, built specifically to work for this tablet. So that's one compelling feature. The other is Smart Remote. There is actually an infrared remote on here so that you can control your home theater experience. So that's certainly another nicety of going with the Galaxy Note 10.1. But let's go ahead and flip it over, get the plastic off of this thing. Since no company these days, of course, doesn't put enough plastic. I'm looking for the seam on this, unless I somehow missed it, but I think I just got it. But like I said, every manufacturer loves to plastic up these tablets, and I understand why. They have a little graphic here showing you that the S Pen is right here in the lower left corner, so it does just slide out. And these can be replaced, so that's certainly a good thing. I'm not sure exactly how expensive they are, but they shouldn't be too bad, even though they are, an OEM part. And then I'm looking for the tab here. There it is. So, feels relatively solid. Definitely a much more plastic build than what you'll find with the Excite lineup or the Transformer series of tablets. You can see that front-facing camera and what appears to be a light sensor there. It's flanked by stereo speakers, so the stereo speakers seem to be in a good position. And nothing else on the front. Let me go ahead and flip this over. On the back of the device, besides branding and that 5 megapixel rear camera with flash, nothing really else. If we take a look around the unit, nothing on the right side other than, of course, at the base, that slot for the S Pen. Along the top of the tablet, you're looking at a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, as well as the infrared port for that, remote feature, which is certainly a nice addition to any tablet. Why not make things more productive? Micro SD card slot for storage expansion, your volume rocker, and power button. And I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, the only other thing that should be here is the good old 30-pin proprietary charging port, and it's got a little microphone to keep it company. Anyway, that pretty much covers the Galaxy Note 10.1 unboxing. Of course, I will spend some time with this tablet. Certainly, does seem to present a really good offering in terms of, promising to change what we expect from tablets as far as whether or not it will deliver. I think it's going to be a little rough at its price point. Of course, I'm just showing you guys the balance of this stuff as I tell you these things. But yeah, the price points are definitely a tough thing to overcome. You know, you're coming in at the same price as the 16 gig iPad. You're not coming in with higher storage capacity. You do have the benefit of, expandable storage, but still a lot of people are going to say they're going to go by that iPad standard, which I'm not saying is a good way to work, but marketing is marketing, and coming in at 500 and having that low-res screen isn't going to sit well with people who don't even know why they need a high-res screen, sadly enough. But there's that proprietary cable. You saw the paperwork, the AC wall, adapter. You've seen it all. So hopefully, Samsung has a good tablet here, since the price is still very premium. I'll only know after I spend some more time with it. Anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.